You're now tuning to 13signsastrology.com, where we bring it to you raw and uncut on this channel, man. So I wanted to kind of just, on this episode, kind of go into some more of my personal life, of course, and then I want to mix this in with a teaching piece. Now I'm going through a situation with my soul group, as you can kind of see, and she's not in my soul group on that last episode, but I want to bring and merge that into this episode, just to kind of talk about some other things. And when I say my soul group, I mean it happened with someone physically. I had an altercation, of course, with someone physically in my soul group. However, it's an energetic type of scenario that I'm going through now, where I'm being kind of terrorized by demons, man. And it's like they want me bad, and they're taking things from me. Like I don't want to say lost, but I felt like a gold bracelet was taken from me. What I mean by that is that when I say I felt like, or I feel like, it's because it was there and it's not on my arm anymore. Like I showed you guys that gold bracelet, and that's gone. So I'm going through that and things of that nature. But then I'm also kind of going through this energetic issue with some high up members of the Illuminati. And one of my exes is kind of like kicking it with this high level member of the Illuminati. I'm not going to go into exactly who it is, but he's like a multi-billionaire. You guys know him, and I just can't believe this is going on. Like I can't believe this is going on. So I'm going through a lot of energetic, demonic attacks and things of that nature. So I started to go within myself, and I was starting to do a lot of research, and I'm starting to notice that myself, I've been through this, and others, we go through this change when we get into the occult, and we go through this spiritual baptism, which is another word for like change or a real impactful change. And we go through this, and we maybe have been Christians, not realizing that when you go from being a Christian and you get involved into the occult, did you know that that's a ritual? And did you know that? And I think that a lot of what's happening to me, being terrorized by these demons and things of that nature, is because of this same ritual. Because did you know that if you was born in something, like say for example, if you was born as a Christian, and then you become a Muslim, that's you have to go through a ritual to do that. And if you don't, you'll have demons that are allowed, jinn, they call them jinn in Islam, that are allowed to come and terrorize you and do stuff to you. And I believe that's what I'm going through. So you have to go through and walk these specific gates. And this is for anybody out there, man. I want to promote this service because I'm going through it and went through it. And I'm going to successfully make it through it. But it's actually a 40-year process, believe it or not, that you got to go through just to transform into this new person. Like if you're going from like being a Christian and now you saying you into the occult, it's a ritual involved in that. Christians believe that we live in heaven. They don't think this is hell, even though it says it in the Bible, but they think this is hell. They believe that everybody's created good, you treat people fairly, you turn the other cheek. And then you go into a religion like Islam, they talking about it's okay to whack someone according to the rules of their scripture. It says it in there that under certain circumstances you can whack someone. So then you may go into Yahudaism, or you call it Judaism, and they have certain cultures and customs, because if you was born in, you're really supposed to be born in that. That's either in your blood or it's not, but then there's a process of conversion that you have to go through. And it's like a baptism. And if you're not doing that, and it's the same thing with the occult. See, you can't make it into the inner circle. This is what I'm starting to notice. This is why a lot of my shit's not working. Because you can't make it really into the inner circle of anything until you do certain rituals. And there's an inner circle. I'm telling you, a cabal, an inner circle that runs this world, that's beyond your imagination as far as the technology and things like that they got. You're like, well, why would I want to make it into something like that? These are the people that's terrorizing us. I want to get out of something like that. Why would I want to be in that? And it's like, it's not that. It's not like asking yourself, well, why would you want to be in that? You're not really going to be in it, but in order to mingle with, rub shoulders with different types of people, you got to speak their language. If you want to go, like I always say, you want to go roll with some doctors, you got to speak the language of the doctors. You want to roll with some lawyers, shout out to some lawyers out there, you got to speak the language of the lawyers. And even have a conversation with them. They don't even know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? And then if you speak their language, you next thing you know, you hitting stupid deals and contracts and stuff like that. So I got some contracts that's about to go through, that's going to put me in 6 digits. I can't believe it. It's like I said three because it's going to be like thousands. I'm going to have three brackets of thousands once this deal is done. I'm going to put me into 6 figures when I'm done with this deal. And how I'm going to arrange it. And I'm still doing readings off of it and working off of a bond, pretty much is what I'm going to be doing. And being able to help way more people because I'm going straight to the mercantile people, man. I'm going straight to the bond people, man, and get the money now. That's how I'm going to do it. Once I complete this change in this ritual, man, it's a baptism you got to go through. And it's like, who's to say you got to go on the block and ask for change? You can ask for change at the bank. You can ask for money at the credit union. You know what I'm saying? You can go ask for money at the library. Like, it's different ways of receiving funding. So being a bum doesn't have to be what you turn out to be just because you was raised in these streets and you was raised hustling. So my time is gonna run out. I'm gonna come back up again in the real near future. You guys remember that though, and know that you might want to hit me up 513-304-8638 if you're going through things and problems and you've been changing your beliefs and your habits and your customs, and now you want to be in the occult, but it's not really working, and it's like your magic spells ain't working. It's because you got to work out these roots on you. These are roots on you that they put on you being a part of these